Hey guys, Dave from Nerdarchy, for nerds, by nerds, hanging out at these nerds.
I'm Ted.
I'm Ryan.
And today we're doing our weekly wrap-up for you guys, let you know everything we did last week with convenient links down in the description so it's easy to find or go back to content you missed or want to see again. Before we get to that, we have a quick announcement. If you want to bring this in, Ryan.
Okay, sure. So our friends over at Easy Roller Dice, they're doing a kick-ass Kickstarter for these gunmetal dice that they're doing. They're basically gunmetal with different sort of vibrant colors for the numbers. So there's like a blue, a pink, a red, a white. They actually hit all but one of their stretch goals, and they're so far. They're likely to hit it by the end. Who knows? So that there's even more colors to choose from. I think there's been a yellow numbers that's been a lot.
Yeah, yellow has definitely been added.
Yeah. So there's, at the highest level, is like an electric blue, which they don't have a preview shot of it, but they're not that far off from unlocking that. So basically, it's guaranteed that the thing is kicked, and it's just a matter of picking what stretch goals they get to, or if they unlock that last one. So you can go and get some sweet metallic dice that are incredibly priced too. I mean, that's kind of the part of the thing too. Like you were comparing them out. Yeah.
If you have any interest in the Easy Roller stuff, I really think this is the time to jump on it, because your price point, as you're saying, is amazing.
Yeah,
I only have one thing that I'm a little disgruntled about.
What's that?
None of those levels include a slingshot.
Yeah, right, where you could really injure somebody with a D20.
Yeah, because sometimes, you got to keep your other players in line.
Yeah, but the multi-dice sets that they're offering, like the pricing is just fantastic, and you would be able to choose out your colors, so it's pretty cool.
Indeed.
So.
Yep. So if you're into metal dice, go check that out.
Yeah, there'll be a link in the description here.
Also, we have Nerdarchy, the newsletter. If you want to receive weekly tips from Nerdarchy, plus learn how to game with us, that's the place to do it. We have Nerdarchy, the store. You want to check out some nerdy swag we have to offer? That's the place to go. You don't want to buy our stuff, but you still want to support us, because there's plenty of you guys that do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, people. Yep.
We have a Patreon, which we are in the process of revamping. We're going to Frankenstein this bitch and blow it up and make it way better than it is right now.
Dun, dun, dun.
We also have Nerdarchy, the forum. If you guys want to come hang out with us, chat on the forum, chat with other Nerdarchy fans, talk gaming stuff, non-gaming stuff, whatever you want to talk about, we probably have a section for it. If we don't, we can add it. So some of you guys have problems signing up. Anytime that happens, you just email me at nerdarchy@gmail.com and we fix it.
He's the finest chimp with a keyboard around. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. We're getting really close to not talking about this anymore, but DMG Info is a friend of ours from down under who lost all of his subscribers. He was at 10,000, had a YouTube glitch, and they all went away. Koala Dials ate them all. So now we're helping him to build back his channel to 10,000, and we're almost there.
Yeah, he's almost there. Do you think we'll kind of like miss mentioning it, and other people will too? They're like, back in the day when Nerdarchy used to mention
DMG Info.
All the time.
Oh, by the way, what does he do? He does time-lapse videos with the 2.5D dungeon terrains, and he makes all kinds of other cool stuff and teaches you how to do it. And he's really good at it too, because he's got all of his fingers.
And he's got a really cool accent. If you're from the U.S. and like to hear people with cool accents, so you can rip off for your RPGs. Just copy what he says.
So if you're into crafting for dungeon tiles and dungeon terrain, check it out. If you don't, but you know someone that is, share his stuff. I guarantee you'll like it.
No, just watch it for the South African accent of a guy with a South African accent who now lives in Australia. So you can kind of just like rip that off for your RPGs. That's really
he's got to do some. He's got to do some chappy dungeon terrain, since I just recently saw that movie.
Yeah, we just put in demands and requests.
Yeah, we definitely have to do that. I don't even craft anything, but I need how to make it.
Yeah, he's just gonna go to the junkyard and get like random shit and like go it together. Like, there's a terrain piece for Chappie.
It'll probably look amazing now.
Dystopian, yeah.
Well, I'm still waiting for the stats of the koala dial personally. So
someday it'll happen. You guys go to conventions? Would you like to see us at a convention? The best way to do that is if we actually get invited. So contact your promoters and say, hey, there's these nerds. They're online, YouTube stuff. Why don't you have them here?
Spam away.
Speaking of conventions, if you happen to be going to the Steampunk World's Fair, May 13th to the 15th, if you happen to be there, be on the lookout for yours truly. I'm going to be there, but not as a presenter or any of that kind of stuff. I'll be just a regular attendee. So if you see me, you feel like chatting, and I got a few, we can chat.
I thought he was going to say Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yours truly, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No,
Your
no.
friendly neighborhood Spider Ted.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't been called Spider-10 in a long time.
So long.
That's kind of odd that you
That has ever occurred. It's just
That was my nickname at my first job because I would, rather than going to fetch the ladders, I would just climb the shelving units.
You sound like an ocean nightmare.
Yeah. OSHA is not happy with it.
They don't like you, not at all. We do this thing, you guys might know, you might not know. It's called GM 911. You got a problem in your game and you need someone to solve it. We do our best. We give you some solutions. You get about 50 more solutions in the comments. And the best way to submit these are through nerdarchy@gmail.com, or over on the forums. We have a section for GM 911s, and you'll get some immediate answers over there as well.
Yeah, sometimes we get them in other random places, but these are the places that we're most assuredly to look.
That's where we're looking for them.
Yeah.
If you send it via email, just put GM 911 in the subject, and we'll grab it that way.
And moving on to nerdarchy.com, which I have a special announcement for. I've received the first article from Mike Gould from the comments that will be being posted to Nerdarchy very soon. So you guys who've been reading our comments, I'm sure you're very familiar with Mike Gould and Boris Stremlin. They're two guys that have been commenting on our stuff for a really long time.
Where their comments are essentially like micro articles.
Yeah, the comments tend to be really long and thorough, in depth, and
thoughtful.
insightful. Yeah. Mike Gould always has cool, interesting things to offer up, and Boris Stremlin is amazing when it comes to historical facts. So you have that to look forward to. So on to nerdarchy.com.
Wait. There's one other thing when we're talking about the fan game. So occurring basically later this evening, I'll be running an adventure for some fans because, as true to form, we talk about gaming with Nerdarchy. Gaming with Nerdarchy will be happening this evening around 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Standard Time.
Yes, so 5 hours from when this goes live.
5 hours. Wow.
7 hours.
7 hours.
7 hours.
Yeah. You have an exact time.
I do have an exact time. Around noon. I launch these around noon.
There you go.
Every Sunday.
It's like we're time traveling into the future.
Yeah. Unless something happens.
Yeah.
And then,
Qual dials.
Yeah, qual dials. They're everywhere.
Everywhere.
So over on the website, we have World of Darkness, Skills to Pay the Bills from Mr. Nubs. That's another World of Darkness article, so we have them going strong.
A past and now present contributor, Nubs.
Yes, he's back. We also have Lockport to Tyrmoor, an adventure for tabletop role-playing game Ghost Lines. It's really cool. It's like a dystopian steampunk RPG based off trains.
Nice.
And he used what he calls his 5-page adventure design. So it's a really
He being
interesting...
Scott Garibay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so he wrote, so for this free game that you guys can download, there's a link to it in the article. You can he wrote an adventure for it.
Sweet.
But we also have Blast from the Past with Micronauts. That's a Ty Johnson. We have a buyer's guide to 5e D&D, Dungeons and Dragons for beginners. Is that you, Ted?
Yeah, that was me. We Art did not have an article for us this week, so...
Which is fine. Yeah, He's a good contributor.
Absolutely.
Thank you, buddy. Player tips, adding more class to your class, the Warlock. Is this our last one?
No.
No, we got to start Wizard.
We're doing it alphabetically, so Wizard will not only end the series, but it'll lock that out, and we'll be putting Mike
move on to the next chapter.
Yeah, and then we can turn it into a sidebar thing where they can get to all those articles
absolutely.
Yeah.
So over on the YouTube, we have a live game, or not a live gameplay, but gameplay session 18 part 2. Adventurers shouldn't play with dead things. We did a D&D discussions on combat descriptions, hit points, and fun.
And more.
We had players charming their way through a Pathfinder adventure. That was a GM 911. We had another D&D discussion of Do Adventurers Poop? The links to that article that Dave was talking about. We have the buyer's guide for D&D 5e. And a GM 911 on the Dungeon Master needs help using the Demon Lord Pazuzu.
Pazuzu! And then we had, let's see here, entering the 4th dimension of tabletop RPG character sheets. Game Master wants help with attacking the Wizard School, GM 911. Want something in the game? Tell your Dungeon Master, or Game Master. The First Avenger, Captain America, D&D Eyes. Check it out. And we had tips, tricks, and advice for new Dungeon Masters. Well, that's it.
So until next time, stay nerdy.